Today we're checking out some more Star Trek The Next Generation Season 5. Ooh, danger, hazardous material.
Bluffing is not one of Counselor Troy's strong suits.
Still getting chloride leakage, but I can't pin it down.
Troy was bluffing.
My hand was not strong enough.
Oh, in
You
poker?
had Jackson AIDS, she bluffed you with a pair of sixes.
Is it leaking? Ooh. Not gonna, like, explode.
Oh, look out! Oh, knocked out!
Did he get covered in hazardous material?
What happened?
You are knocked out.
The containers you were checking fell on you. You're lucky to be alive.
But is he normal?
The restraining field is not necessary,
There is no restraining field.
but I can't move my legs.
But is he paralyzed?
You can't move because one of the containers shattered 7 of your vertebrae.
Oh no. Can she fix
I'm
it?
afraid there's no way we can repair this kind of injury.
Shut up. What? No. Commercial break. Well, I mean theme song. Well, you guys know that I don't know anything about, like, I don't look ahead. I don't want to know what happens to the characters. For all I know, I've said it before, characters could die, they could have massive changes. Maybe Worf is like, I don't know, wheelchair bound or something.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission.
I'm worried about Worf. I can't even focus.
Lieutenant Worf has been removed from active duty following a severe injury. Although a
Severe?
neurospecialist has arrived, Dr. Crusher believes his paralysis may be permanent.
Oh my god.
Before we get down to business, I just wanted to say that I had the pleasure of reading your paper on cybernetic regeneration.
Is she a fan?
You're the first person to mention it.
I thought it was brilliant. Your ideas on bioactive interfaces border on revolutionary.
Wow.
When I contacted the Klingon Medical Division, they informed me that they usually let the patient die in a case like this. As
Right.
a result, they've done almost no research on neurological trauma.
That's what I mean. Like, for a Klingon, it's like, once you're injured, it's done.
Well, I believe you said I'd be working in MedLab 4?
Right, this way.
But do we trust her completely, this new doctor? I'm always suspicious of every single person. Poor Worf.
Thank you for agreeing to see me in this condition.
He's like ashamed,
I don't think there's any shame in someone being injured.
right?
I am not merely injured, Commander. Dr. Crusher believes my paralysis to be permanent.
See, he knows.
I have a personal favor to ask.
You better not say.
I want you to assist me in performing the Heckba ceremony. I want you to help me die.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
There must be other options.
No, there are not. I will not live as an object of pity or shame.
But
I will not help a friend commit suicide.
I know you to be a brave and honorable man. If you truly consider me a friend, help me now.
this is tricky.
Help me end my life as I have lived it, with dignity and honor.
This is really tricky.
Over-designed. Klingon anatomy. 23 ribs, 2 livers, 8-chambered heart,
Whoa.
double-line neural pia mater.
Not indestructible, though.
Almost every vital function in their bodies has a built-in redundancy in case any primary organ or system fails.
It's kind of a good system.
This is a genetronic replicator. It reads the DNA coding of damaged organs.
Can they replicate a spine?
Beverly, the genetronic replicator can create a completely new neural conduit for you, Lieutenant Worf.
Replace his entire spinal column?
Yeah.
I've done dozens of hollow simulations. The success rate is up to
That's not the same.
37%.
37?
Even before we could replace it, we have to remove the existing one, and we don't know enough about Klingon neurological medicine to reattach it. If something goes wrong, he'll die.
Although he's fine with that anyway. He'd probably say go for it. We're warping off to somewhere.
Doctor, the transport ship Denver struck a gravitic mine left over from the Cardassian war.
A gravitic mine.
We should arrive in just under 7 hours.
How many people were aboard?
Is 23, but they were transporting 517 colonists to the Balati sector.
Oh, jeez.
I'll need to convert all 3 shuttle bays into emergency triage centers. All civilians with medical training to report for duty.
Make it so.
Make it so. I feel like it's been a while since he said that.
That Worf will never regain the use of his legs.
That doesn't mean that his life is over.
That's a very human perspective.
Yeah.
For a Klingon in Worf's position, his life is over.
He thinks he should do it?
Could learn to live with a disability like that, but not Worf. His life ended when those containers fell on him. Now, we don't have to agree with it. We don't have to understand it.
He thinks he should do it.
He's asking for your help because you're his friend. That means that you're going to have to make your decision based on that friendship.
Leaves me right back where I started.
I don't think he's gonna budge.
Klingons choose their friends with great care. If he didn't know he could count on you, he would never have asked.
Yeah.
Why won't you let me see him?
Oh, see the kid.
Alexandra, I told you it's not my decision. Your father doesn't.
I don't believe you. My father wants to see me.
Or you should at least say goodbye if that's his plan. This poor little kid, he's so small.
He's embarrassed. And to have anyone see him now would make him feel worse, even if it were you.
It's not a good lesson.
My mother always said Klingons had a lot of dumb ideas about honor. I don't care about being Klingon. I just want to see my father.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what's best for the kid. I think it's a bit of a selfish decision, but...
Alexander is scared, confused, hurt, all because his father is refusing to see him.
Feels like he did something wrong.
It is a question of honor, and I would ask that you respect my wishes in this matter, Counselor.
Do what's best for your kid, man.
Maybe it's time you stopped lying here worrying about your honor and started thinking about someone else.
Yep.
Like your son.
Yep. She's right. I understand, but she's right.
I'm afraid none of them will repair the spinal cord, but we have found a way for you to regain much of your mobility. We can implant a series of neural transducers into your lower torso and legs.
Is that good enough for him?
With a little work, you can eventually regain 60 to 70% of your motor control.
That's not bad.
Once you've mastered using them, you can move on to the implants. Now try to move your leg.
Oh, see? Okay.
It's good for a first try. It will take some time
Don't
before
give
you
up.
get used to manipulating it.
No!
It's not good enough for him.
Perhaps all this seems a bit frightening to you now. I want you to take some time before making a decision. Think about it.
There is one other option I'd like you to consider.
Ooh, jumped in there.
It's still in the experimental stage, but if it works, it will restore virtually all your mobility.
But tell him it's never been done before.
I checked with Starfleet Medical. They have turned down your request to test Genetronics on humanoids. Look, before you do any of this...
Dr. Crusher.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about this subplot. Did you agree to see him? Or did Troy just bring him? Oh, hey, good.
I am still struggling with my injury.
And that's
I
okay.
was worried about you.
He's so small.
As Klingons, we all must be prepared for it.
Father!
Take him away.
He's gonna feel such shame right in the middle of his Klingon speech. Don't take it out on the kid, though, you know? Oh, man. Oh, this is bad. They're all burned.
I had to try a different treatment.
A more thiol series.
No, I tried a new ribotherapy I've been working with. I've had some very good results.
Is she just experimenting on people?
The point is, you didn't even try standard treatment.
I made the choice I thought gave him the best chance of surviving. Isn't that what you would have done?
Certainly not.
To test one of your theories, just like you're trying to do with Worf.
I still kind of hope she does and it works, though.
I don't like losing a patient any more than you do. I'm looking down a long road, Doctor.
She doesn't get attached.
I will not be drawn into a hypothetical argument, Doctor. Your research on this ship is over. You are relieved of all medical duties until further notice. Is that clear?
Ooh. Bev putting her foot down.
I'm on my way to looking on your patient.
Be my guest. Just don't expect a lot of conversation. He's in full Klingon mode.
I understand that you've relieved Dr. Russell.
Will she tell why?
I won't have her practicing medicine on this ship.
Wow.
Maybe you should consider letting her go ahead with this Genetronic procedure.
Ooh.
How can you say that?
I wasn't expecting him to say that.
Worf will.
Not in my sickbay, he won't. I'll put him in a restraining field and post security around his door before I let him.
But he's right. He will.
Putting aside for the moment the fact that a paraplegic can live a very full life, there is also a
Exactly,
conventional therapy that could restore much of his mobility.
For Worf, it's different.
Klingon or no, he is going to have to accept his condition.
Beverly,
But he
can't make
won't.
the journey you're asking of him.
He will never.
And the road between covers a lifetime of values,
And it's different
beliefs.
than humans.
Can't do it, Beverly.
He's being a realist right now.
In order to take the chance of regaining the kind of life he needs, a Klingon may not be good at accepting defeat, but he knows all about taking risks.
I was just thinking he will take a risk, though. He'll do it?
I am ready, Commander.
No, at least do the spine thing first.
I may have to respect your beliefs, but I don't have to like them.
Fair.
It is not something I expect you to understand.
All you really expect me to do is bring you the knife and then walk away.
He'll carry that for the rest of his life.
How many friends have we watched die? I've lost count. Every single one fought for life until the very end.
I do not welcome death.
He's saying don't give up.
Because I get the sense you're feeling pretty noble about this whole thing. Look at me. Aren't I courageous? Aren't I an honorable Klingon?
He's saying it's the easy way out. Is he gonna just hand him the knife?
But I've been studying Klingon ritual and Klingon law, and I've discovered that it's not
Loophole?
my place to fill that role. That honor falls to a family member, preferably the oldest son.
Oh, not his son.
He is a child.
The son of a Klingon is a man the day he can first hold a blade.
No, not the kid.
To look at your son and tell him to bring you the knife. Watch you stab it into your heart. Then pull the knife out of your chest and wipe your blood on his sleeve.
Don't ask the kid to do that. That poor kid's been through so much. Don't ask this little baby.
According to tradition, I must take my life after suffering this kind of injury.
No.
I've decided to live.
I'm glad, Father.
I must still undergo a dangerous operation.
Okay, good. Okay.
Turn this to our quarters.
Yes, sir.
He's such a good kid. Good. So glad he didn't ask that kid to do that.
After further consultation with Starfleet Medical, I have reluctantly granted Lieutenant Worf's request to undergo the Genetronic procedure.
Will she help?
We will speak again soon.
He did right by his kid.
If I die, he must be cared for.
I'll make sure he reaches your parents' home safely.
No, they cannot care for Alexander.
Does he want her to do it?
Counselor, I have a serious request to make of you. Would you consider...
You want me to raise Alexander?
That is so sweet.
I have come to have a great respect for you, Deanna. You have been most helpful in guiding me since Alexander's arrival.
She'd be a great mom.
I can't imagine anyone who would be a better parent to my son.
That is so touching.
Focus the directal beams on the anterior and posterior spinal roots.
Focused.
Initiate.
Is Bev in there?
Microtome. I'm severing the brainstem now.
Oh, thought we were going to see some slicing.
3 hours, 26 minutes remaining until onset of primary brain dysfunction.
Okay, let's
Gotta
remove the
count down.
support frame.
Ooh, I had no idea that's what his back looked like. Ugh. Do not show me slicing right now.
I've notified Starfleet that our...
I approve of that cutaway.
I understand from Miss LaForge that there's a minor fluctuation in the starboard warp core. I've scheduled a stress simulation routine for this afternoon to check it out.
I don't think either of their hearts are in this business meeting. Good close-ups.
Has there been any word? No.
They're so worried.
Once we're past the first 2 levels, we'll begin the encoding sequence. Increase TCH levels to...
It's just that it's so risky because it's Klingon and they don't even know that much about Klingons. Ew. Ooh, what is that? Oh god, he's all opened up. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh, his back is all opened up.
No initial signs of rejection.
Okay. If Worf just died on this show right now, I don't know what I would do.
Synaptic response falling.
BP dropping, now 60/40.
Beginning direct synaptic stimulation.
75 cc's anaprovalin.
Come on, come on.
Heart rate is erratic.
He's going into cardiac arrest.
She seems like she wasn't expecting this.
Okay, 25 cc's cortisone.
That'll kill him.
Looks like we've done a pretty good job of that already, Doctor.
No BP, no pulse.
Oh my god. She looks in disbelief that this didn't work.
Again.
Is he gonna die? I'm gonna freak out if he dies.
All right. Make a note in the log. Death occurred.
No, shut up. Oh god. No,
It was
no.
all going so well. No anomalies during replication. No initial rejection.
Come on, what the? No, 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 don't cut away to a different scene. Shut up!
Alexander, I am so sorry.
I refuse to believe this. Nope. Mm-mm. I can't, isn't gonna work for me. I can't, he can't die right now. Mm-mm. What the frig? What?
Activate biomonitors.
Well, how did they miss that? I was about to start crying, you guys. That was a long wait. Frig you, Star Trek. I don't like that fake out one bit.
Well, I'd say your patient's recovery is going well. You weren't even going to acknowledge what I did for him, are you?
She won't even talk to her.
You risk your patients' lives and justify it in the name of research. You take shortcuts right through living tissue.
I don't think she's gonna care about any of this.
Enjoy your laurels, Doctor. I'm not
She
sure
will.
I could.
Scathing. She doesn't care. This was a victory for her. She doesn't care. She's not going to change one bit. I don't care. I just care that Worf is alive. That's it.
This is gonna take time, Worf.
There's no Trek without Worf.
Remember what we talked about? Your
Yes,
father
to
wants
do
to
it.
do this by himself.
He's such a good kid. He just wants to rush over and help him.
I would appreciate some help from my son.
Oh. Adorable. Oh my god.
We will work together.
My heart is warmed. We almost lost Worf there. Okay, that was season 5, episode 16, and that was a close call. I mean, I really didn't think in my gut that they would kill off Worf, but you just never know. They killed off Tasha. It is possible. I have no idea who makes it to the end of this show. I didn't want to believe it, and then that scene went on and on and on. They bring in the kid to say goodbye. I mean, I was just about to... If that scene had held on for 30 more seconds, I would have started bawling. Crazy fake out on Worf there. I just can't believe how long they had that sequence go, and you start to really believe that he's dead, and woof. I really thought if they were going to bring him back to life, it would have happened sooner than that. They really stretched that out just to the very brink of like believability. But yeah, it was just shocking how long that was held for, and how I really started to be like, oh, frig, oh no, is this for real? Crazy. I feel like this episode is really complicated. It touches on a lot of complicated issues that I think a lot of people have very strong feelings about. Dying with dignity, medical ethics, issues of disability, and, you know, quality of life connected to that, and all of these things that, like I said, people have really strong opinions on. They're complicated, and they're very personal. They're very personal issues. I'm a little surprised that Picard came down where he did, actually. It made for an interesting episode to see the different sides coming at it. And again, I think lots of people will have different opinions on this, but in the end, mostly I'm just glad that Worf is okay in this episode. I did think it was nice to see it kind of ended in a bond with him and his son, which is nice to see. But yeah, this episode just mainly just threw me off with the fake out at the end of his death. That was a hardcore fake out. They really lingered on him not coming back, and I was just about to believe it. They got me good. They certainly did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.